Coming up on Inside the Cape League, it's playoff time on Cape Cod, the most exciting time of the season. We've got you all covered.
And some exciting food offerings that you'll be able to find at CCBL ballparks all around the league.
And the Cape League partners with another special organization for a special night at the ballpark. This is Inside the Cape League.
From some of the sport's earliest days, baseball has been ingrained with Cape Cod. Over a century later, the crack of a wooden bat and the pop of the mitt remain as the nation's best collegiate ball players come to the Cape. And we've got you covered. From the stars of tomorrow on the field to the fans who make every summer unforgettable. Inside the Cape League brings you everything you need to know. And it starts right now.
Welcome into Inside the Cape League. Ryan Croke alongside Gabby Chernoff. We've got no time to waste. We'll move right into a special night out in Hyannis this past weekend where the Cape League partnered with Mass General Brigham and the Living Liver Foundation to encourage awareness about organ donorship. Last Saturday, the Cape League partnered with the Living Liver Foundation and Mass General Brigham to honor organ donors, recipients, doctors, and nurses, all of whom came to McKeon Park with a special purpose.
Really to just raise awareness for the option of living donation, which is really a special way to help somebody that you love and care for, but also to honor our living donors who have given the gift of life and to celebrate them for the heroes that they are.
Two of those heroes are Beth Donato and Sarah Garofalo, who each donated part of their liver to help someone in need.
As soon as I knew that my brother was likely going to need a liver transplant, it was immediately I knew that I wanted to help be his donor if I was able to, and to see what the work they do just to save so many lives, I want to spread as much awareness as I can.
It extends somebody's life. It gives them more time with their family, more time building their legacy. And it gave me the gift of knowing that when I was asked to step up by whoever, I had what it took.
All involved emphasized the need for expanding organ donation.
The need for far surpasses the supply of organs for people who are desperately waiting for a transplant, whether a kidney or a liver transplant.
You never know who you might be sitting next to that might need an organ. It's maybe your neighbor, your church friend, could be anyone.
Prospective donors receive support from both the Living Liver Foundation and Mass General Brigham.
Once you know you want to be a donor, you fill out an application, and as long as you meet the minimum requirements, then they will start the process for you, and then they're right there with you along the whole process. It's a lot of blood tests and different scans, but they want to make sure that you and your donor are at the healthiest point so that it can be successful.
There are opportunities, and especially in Massachusetts where there are great transplant programs within a very short driving distance from the Cape.
Tonight's event brings organ donors and recipients together with baseball fans in the hopes of spreading awareness about organ donorship.
Everyone's in good spirits, they're looking to have fun, and I think people like to help others, and it's just a great way to get the word out.
It's something totally separate from all the doctor appointments, the medication, scheduling, the list, there's a lot to transplantation. And I think it's a day where they can just come and have fun, be with their family, be with other people that they've never met, somebody else that's donated a kidney or a liver.
We're just so grateful to have partnered with the Baseball League so we can celebrate our donors, raise awareness, and have a lot of fun.
Another weekend where the Cape League does its part to raise awareness for a special cause. It was great to talk to some organ donors, recipients, and more, and hear more about why it's such an important initiative.
Yeah, special night in Hyannis last weekend, and a couple players had special weeks of their own. Raymond Olivas is the Baseball Lifestyle 101 Pitcher of the Week. Tommy Gooden is the Franklin Sports Player of the Week. I caught up with them earlier this week for more on how they've been able to find success in the Cape League. Here with Raymond Olivas, our Baseball Lifestyle 101 Pitcher of the Week. 5 scoreless innings against Harwich last week and 7 total strikeouts. What went into your mound appearances that allowed you to have so much success?
Just using my defense. I feel like, that just makes everything easy. So I have a great defense behind me. They make great plays, so yeah.
Heading into your 3rd year at UCSB, what do you think pitching against some of the top talent in the nation here on the Cape has taught you?
I mean, yeah, just definitely don't throw it down the middle. So, I mean, like I said again, using your defense just makes the whole game a lot easier.
Well, you have some teammates here who seem to be pretty fond of you. What has playing with them meant to you all summer?
Awesome. I mean, we got great camaraderie and yeah.
All right, well, you're heading into the playoffs with the Harbor Hawks now. What are you looking to accomplish here in what could be the last few games of the season?
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we got to take care of business with this team. They lost some guys, but I know we have great pitching here and great bat. The bats are hot, pitching's hot, so we're looking good.
What would you say is your favorite memory so far with Hyannis?
Oh, man. Probably playing hacky sack with the staff over there. A lot of fun. So.
Who's the best hacky sack player on your team?
Me.
You?
Me.
All right. Well, thank you and good luck with the playoffs the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here with Tommy Gooden, a first baseman for the Whitey Red Sox out of Vanderbilt, who's our Franklin Sports Player of the Week. You're the first player to win the weekly award 2 times this summer. 13 RBI, 5 multi-hit games, and 2 home runs. What's allowed you to have so much success on the Cape this summer?
Yeah, I think just honestly keeping everything simple, you know, waking up every single day and, you know, just knowing that, you know, today's a new day. I can't change anything in the past and, you know, keeping that same mindset ongoing. Just, you know, stacking days has been one of the biggest things for me that I've been telling myself and, you know, keeping everything as simple as possible and not trying to do too much every time. And I think that's what's been helping me a lot is just not trying to do too much and knowing, you know, my game and what I can do and just going out there and just trying to do the things that I know how to do on just every single time.
What are the biggest areas of your game you think you've been able to develop here on the Cape?
Yeah, I think honestly the biggest thing right now is just I worked with my hitting coach back at school and we worked on zones and, you know, knowing what pitches to swing at and what pitches that I'm eliminating in my zone, you know, just knowing that I can't cover the whole strike zone and just understanding, you know, myself and what, you know, the pitches that I'm looking for and what I'm hunting and, you know, that some pitchers are going to make, you know, good pitches and others, you know, like just capitalize on mistakes.
All right, well, I want to put you on the spot really quick. I know you write your own walk-up songs and you have an alternate alias on Spotify, T Goody.
Yeah.
So can you right now improv like one line to describe your summer?
One line. Can it be a word?
Sure, go ahead.
Blessed.
Blessed. All right, there you have it. Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you.
A big congratulations to our Franklin Sports Player of the Week and our Baseball Lifestyle 101 Pitcher of the Week. Both those players have been feasting as of late, and we're going to keep that trend going on the other side of the break. We'll try some special ballpark offerings around the Cape. Welcome back to Inside the Cape League. Gabby Chernoff and Ryan Croke here. It's playoff time in the Cape League, and all this playoff action is making me work up an appetite, but thankfully we have some content ahead to satiate that. Appetite is the right word. I'm getting hungry for some baseball and some food. I think we got them both covered here. Well, one special food offering over in Hyannis is a father-daughter run beverage truck. I caught up with them earlier this week for their story and how Hyannis has been a part of it. If you've been out to Hyannis Harbor Hawks game this summer, you've probably seen Seaside Soda Co., a dirty soda company, bringing a taste of the West Coast out to the Cape Cod Baseball League. It's a father-daughter run business by Rich and Stephanie Eaton. Rich, how's the summer been for you first?
It's been absolutely amazing, and don't forget our other partner, Sharon Foreman, and we've been having an amazing summer. Well, we're going to make the Hawk's Nest talk to you a little bit about the business, and are you ready to get started? Let's go. A little bit of vanilla syrup right here. I've been doing business in Utah for about 4 years and watching this crazy company called Swig. Started paying a little bit more attention, and every time I came home to the Cape, I'm like, you know what, this could work here. Said that for about 2 years, and then this winter I woke up one morning and said, we're going to do it. Give a little shake. The best. What should I make? Let's make a dugout. A dugout? Yeah. Okay. How has it been sharing this experience with your daughter and one of your best friends? Absolutely amazing. She's awesome. It's like mind-blowing. The players, the fans, the interns, everyone is just phenomenal. Pretty friggin' awesome.
And we just pour it up like this.
Yep. Dirty soda becomes dirty when right here.
Right here.
That makes it dirty. Right there. The cream makes it dirty.
10 out of 10.
Oh,
So good.
nice.
I love it. So how did you end up in Hyannis?
So I reached out to a lot of teams, and Hyannis agreed to try us out. They tried us out for 4 games, and then we left, and then their fans said, where are they? We're donating back a lot of the money we've made to their nonprofit for the team. It's just been amazing. Absolutely humbling, amazing.
All right, let's do one more cheers. Seal this off.
Cheers.
Seaside Soda Co.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you to Rich and Stephanie for letting me inside the truck. And I gotta say, going to Hyannis has become one of my favorite ballparks solely because I know I can get a drink there.
Definitely a great option if you're in the market for a sweet treat. But if you're not fully sold, our Daniel Stein and Lorelei Jager have you covered on this week's edition of Ballpark Bites.
Welcome to Stony Brook Field, where today we're here for the 4th edition of Ballpark Bites. I'm Lorelei Jager here with Daniel Stein. Today we're here to try the cloza. What is the cloza?
So the cloza is an ice cream sandwich, except instead of, the ice cream sandwiches usually have like a cookie, instead there are donuts. So we can't get away from the donuts here on Ballpark Bites. I'm so excited to try this. I was here about a week ago at Stony Brook Field and I saw this on the menu trying to buy a hot dog and I almost bought it and I thought I'm gonna save it for Ballpark Bites.
I really like the name too, really just like honing in on the Boston accent here with this one. So we got the glazed donut buns and then the vanilla ice cream with the sprinkles inside. It's definitely a thick ice cream sandwich, and
the ice cream is double the width of the donuts. They're not skimping at all, kind of similar to what we saw in Bourne a couple weeks ago. Ready?
All right, are you ready, Daniel?
Cheers.
The donut is a little less glazed than I thought it was going to be. It's kind of just like a donut and it was like soaked in glaze, if that makes sense. It's not like an actual glaze across the actual donut. The vanilla ice cream, obviously it's good. The rainbow sprinkle is good. It's a very basic concept. I think it was carried out as best as it possibly could have been.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like when you have like a runner on third with 1 out, and the only thing that you have to do is just hit the ball into the outfield. At Stony Brook, they just sent a lazy fly ball into deep center and cashed in the run. It doesn't really
What an awesome way to put it. What an awesome way to put it.
It's a very simple concept, as you mentioned, but I think it's executed well. I do like the donut. Like, it's not too sweet. Vanilla ice cream is good. It's very creamy. There's not too many sprinkles on there. What'd you give this out of 10?
The concept, based on the concept, I'll give it like a 7. I give it a 7.
I give it a 7.5. I think the donut really is the star of the show here. The ice cream is the guy that scores the run in this scenario here. But overall, the donut is hitting the sac fly in this scenario. Or really, the ice cream is the catcher, but the donut is the real closer for the closer.
I'm loving these baseball comparisons.
Yeah, I don't know. I came to play today, so.
Put him in, coach.
Well, my sweet tooth is satisfied after all of that, but when we come back on Inside the Cape League, one of our crew members took to the field to learn an underappreciated baseball skill, plus a story about how those on and off the field are more similar than we may think.
Green salad down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green salad up, green salad down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Salad up, green salad down, last done start, gotta tell the ground.
Still rolling on Inside the Cape League, Ryan Croke and Gabby Chernoff with you. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of small ball. It's one of the lost arts of today's game of baseball. And this week, our Lorelei Jager spent a day with a player out in Falmouth who's keeping it alive in this week's edition of Playing Catch Up.
I'm Lorelei Jager here with Gavin Gregor, Falmouth Commodore. We're here at Gopher Field to learn a little bit about Gavin. You guys know the drill by now. Let's go play some catch.
Let's do it.
Gavin, how old were you when you first started to play baseball?
I've been playing baseball since I was probably 2 years old.
Growing up, Gavin's older cousin, Connor Fitzsimmons, played baseball as well. Connor made it to the minors for the Angels organization, giving young Gavin a sight into pro ball and what his future could look like.
Learning from him and talking to him and, getting to pick his brain and see the pro side of things was super helpful for me, which kind of helped me to knowing exactly what I was chasing and what I wanted to do. We're still close to this day. I used to go to all of his games. He would come to mine when he could. I think, him not playing anymore, him still helping me and with the mental side of the game is huge for me. His first or second year, I was fortunate enough to take a trip out west to Arizona to watch him when he started with the Angels. And I think being in that atmosphere and watching him do what he does on a daily basis and how he went about his business was everything that I needed to see, that it kind of helped me like, yes, this is what I want to do. He was just a great role model for me. So whatever he did, I was going to follow.
Gavin entered the transfer portal this year, deciding to leave Bryant and join Rutgers for their upcoming season. The portal causes a great deal of stress for college baseball players, including Gavin, whose decision to leave Bryant may have been the most challenging of all.
No, it was one of the hardest decisions of my life. Leaving Bryant, Coach Klosterman was one of the best coaches I've ever played for, and I would argue he's one of the best coaches in the country. So, leaving him was super hard. But it's a decision that, I made with my family that I think was best for me. And the portal was definitely stressful. There was definitely some nights that I didn't sleep much, and, the heart was racing a lot, the mind was racing a lot. But, ultimately when school started to reach out, I knew like, okay, I'll have a place to go, which was like reassuring for me.
So Gavin has kind of mastered the bunt. We're gonna go and head over to home plate to see if he can teach me how to lay one down.
So I actually was not a good bunter at all until I got to Bryant. My stance stays the same, and I try and fake it as if I'm gonna swing and try and hit a home run. But instead, I just kind of swing my back foot around and put 60% of my weight here and 40% here. And I just make sure that my angle is set to bunt to the third base side. So you just get in your regular stance like you would if you're gonna hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And then when you're ready, you just drop your back foot down that way, right there. And then there you go. Put this hand down a little bit further, and then just square it off, and you're ready to go.
I feel like I remember seeing you last year. Dang. Okay.
All right, just a little more fair. And
Okay.
you're good. Here you go. Oh. See?
Okay, well, thanks so much, Gavin, for teaching me that I actually have a newfound secret talent.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
Lorelei, thank you. You've become quite the well-rounded athlete. I'm not sure how many skills you still have left to learn after all these episodes of playing catch-up, but players come to the Cape League with the dream of one day making it to MLB, and interns come to the Cape League with dreams of their own. Our Molly Golden has a story about how players and interns alike have the same motive when coming to the Cape League.
The Cape Cod Baseball League is far more than just the showcase of America's best collegiate ball players. It's a place where hundreds come every single summer with one thing in common, a dream.
Work in the highest level of sports that I can. Some sort of sideline reporter.
Photographer with the MLB.
To play in the big leagues.
For the players, the dream is the major league lights, working towards every night to prove that they belong.
It's overlooked of how much work we put into, get to this part in our career, but I think everybody here does a good job of navigating what they do well and what they don't do well. So understanding what we do well out here and, just putting that on showcase on the field.
But it's not just the players chasing something bigger. Behind every broadcast, every highlight reel, every social media account are the interns, hoping that this summer becomes the first chapter of their own careers in sports.
Shooting in the MLB is kind of one of my big dreams in life. And everyone I talk to says that working for the Cape League is kind of how you get your foot in the door with that. I've heard so many amazing things about this place, so I don't know. I always wanted to come out here. And
My family has been coming to the Cape every year since I was basically born, so this has always been such a special place for me. I know the prestige of the Cape League, and I knew that I wanted to spend a summer here working for the Cape League.
Whether it's a player looking to rise their draft stock, a broadcaster chasing their first big break, a photographer looking for their first big shot, or a community relations professional growing their skills, the paths may look different for all, but the motivation is remarkably similar.
hard work is how you get what you want. No one's going to hand you anything. And so I knew coming here it would be really difficult, but I was very prepared for that. Seeing everyone here with their networking talents and how they can talk to people and get to know them and make connections that really matter for our futures has been a big motivator for me to also kind of channel that part of myself too and step out of my comfort zone.
Not everyone here will play in the major leagues. Not every intern will end up on a national stage. But for one unforgettable summer, they're surrounded by people who remind them that big dreams are worth chasing.
Being around people who are just as motivated as you are is just so special. I mean, all of these guys have a dream. We all have a dream. We have that mutual respect for them. They have that mutual respect for us.
Everyone you meet has something to teach you. And that's just something I love. I've learned something from everyone that I've met here, whether it's something that will get my foot in the door with a future job maybe, or even if it's just something that taught me how to be a better friend and a better person. I feel like I've just learned something from everyone I've met here.
See everybody working hard here. So I think everybody's kind of bought into that hard work mentality, and I think that that's important when it comes to the success of the Cape.
Molly Golden, Cape League TV.
Thank you so much, Molly. Always cool to see how the interns and the players overlap in their pursuits of their lifelong dreams. And for some of these teams out on the Cape this summer, their dream to win the Cape League Championship. The playoffs are still rolling on, and we've got you covered with a look at the bracket on the other side.
Welcome back to Inside the Cape League. Gabby Chernoff and Ryan Croke. We're in the thick of the CCBL playoffs. The East and West Division championships are well underway after an exciting first round, Ryan.
Absolutely. It's been a very unexpected start to these Cape League playoffs. I look out east where Harwich took care of Brewster. Bourne, who came into the playoffs with a 7-game losing streak, just absolutely decimated Falmouth. But the only potentially expected result, Hyannis making short work of Katuitt in 2 games.
Yeah, Hyannis almost caught up to Bourne towards the end of the season for the top spot in that West Division, and YD and Chatham, an exciting series, the only series in the first round to go to 3 games as well. Well, we'll keep you updated on official CCBL social platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for the rest of the Cape League playoffs. This is our last episode of Inside the Cape League. It's bittersweet. Ryan and I have had a great time doing it, but for our producer, Dan Papillo, for Ryan Croke, for our incredible Cape League TV crew, I'm Gabby Chernoff. We'll leave you one last time with our highlights.
Christensen in the air, left center field, struck well. Farrell going back, he's looking up, it's off the top of the wall. This ball game is over!
O'Leary rips it high and deep to right field. That ball is down. Throw from right field is